shall we say, preparing since early in the morning for the battle we have in store. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. The Mountaineers will kick it away to crank up the second. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. gets it out quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Nice strike, big play in the passing games. I'll tell you what, find your mismatches, find your advantages, what you do well, and do it again. And then again. And then we know how when we do it again. Keep attacking.
And the Mountaineers want to move quickly. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Mountaineers have taken it inside the 20. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Took a shot as he threw. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Floating away. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Cougars are flying down the field. From the gun, give on the inside. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chain.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Looking to buy time. Into the end zone. And the ball is picked off.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was. And because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got his man downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. The Cougars are in the hurry-up. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Extending the play. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. They go to the draw. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Slips through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Just ran over it. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Give to the running back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Find space on the right. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
How about this defense? This defense is getting after the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable. The 3rd sack of the day. Hard to have a good passing attack when your quarterback's...
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. To have any chance to pull this game out, they have to convert on 4th down here late in the 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Offense in a bunch formation. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. Now, if you're really worried about the block, I guess you could think about taking the safety here in the free kick. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. BYU trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Running back goes in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. He wants to throw. Still looking on the move. Got enough space. Touchdown, BYU. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate dub.
And take as much pressure off of your kicker. Ken, you just got to wonder what he's thinking right now. Lots of pressure on him.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
It's really hard to dial up big completions vertically down the field. At this juncture in the game, it's the fourth quarter, and the defense is playing with extra DBs on the field. They know you're going to throw it. Ball falls incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Burton. They're trying to get to it. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're
going up top. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, West Virginia. And in the final moment, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
They might want to consider driving this one through on the ground, get him to touch it and get that clock running. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.